¿Cómo es tu Facebook?
We are here right now. Rosanna Jerry Taylor. Okay, let me go. Make sure we are. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being with us today. My name is Rosanna Jerry Taylor from Beyond the Horizon Travel Agency. Today we are talking about Peru that has reopening doors and is receiving visitors in Machu Picchu, Cusco, and we would love for you to come and experience what we all have to offer in that destination. Cusco is actually open at 60% capacity in all the Machu Picchu, Ollantaytambo, Pisac, and all the areas. And also restaurants are open at 60% capacities and stores are the same. You still will be required to wear a mask whenever you are in public. But other than that, you have a lot more freedom to explore the destination, and Cusco is a must-see place while you visit Peru. Now we have the pleasure to be talking with Angie Clavijo from Sumaq Hotels, and she's going to do a presentation of what she has to offer. And we'll be talking with her about things that are related to couples that are getting married and they're looking for an experience and in a honeymoon in Peru. Angie, welcome.
Hello, thank you, Rosanna. It's a pleasure to be with you in your Facebook, and thank you for giving me the time to share with your clients this important adventure to come to Machu Picchu this time. I'm the general manager and owner of Sumaq Machu Picchu Hotel. I'm very proud of having this property over already 13 years. This is a family-owned property. We are reopening our hotel on the 23rd of December, and I want you to tell you that we are very, very happy about this and where we are located. We are in the city of Aguascalientes, Machu Picchu. We are 5 minutes walking from the train station and 20 minutes from the citadel of Machu Picchu. And we are in a privileged place, as Rosanna told you. Now kids are allowed in Machu Picchu, so it's a very, very nice time to come now and enjoy the citadel.
Perfect. I would like to ask you some questions. I'm so happy that you have it here. It's one of them is what would be the best time of the year to go to Cusco for a couple planning their honeymoon?
Well, to come to Cusco now, at Sumac, we are open all year. From January to December, we receive people from all over the world, mostly Americans, Japanese, Australian, Mexicans, also Brazilian, Chinese. Each season, Machu Picchu is unique for every country. From December to March is warmer, but rainy season comes from November to actually March approximately. So it's preferably to come from April maybe to November, that is dry season. So that, and it's not a lot of rain. So we think it's the perfect time for couples to come and enjoy our country. We think is the best time, no? As you can see, it's the perfect place to come. Our hotel has 62 rooms and beautiful, and it's perfect for couples.
Yes, it is. For those couples planning to love with an intimate group of family and friends and to get married, do you have a wedding package, Angie?
Actually, we have a lot of things for couples to come at the hotel. Activities like the Anand wedding or Arak Masing, the Munaiki romantic tasting menu, hikes on Mandor, and also activities at our spa. And it's important for me to tell you that these activities are amazing. This romantic tasting menu we have at the hotel, it's a 6 course tasting menu that is very, very private. We do at the terrace. Also, we have this arak masing at the hotel that is a blessing that do a shaman. We do also at the terrace. It's a very nice activity that will connect you to the culture. It's a thing that is just do with the couple. It's like a celebration of love we do and the terrace, and it's a moment for the couple to to get together in a place where you can be in front of the apples that they call the gods, no, the mountains there. So it's very, very important, these activities, to be connected with the culture there, no. Also, we have this, as I was telling you, this romantic tasting menu that is a 6 course tasting menu that we do at the terrace. We send our chef and our maitre, that is, the terrace is decorated with flowers. At the end, we give the couple a present, and we tell the and this tasting menu have a story, and we talk about what's about the meaning of this tasting menu. So it's very, very romantic. I think it's you they will enjoy it a lot, no.
Yes, I think so too. Uh, what I would like to emphasize here is that this ceremony is just symbolic. It's not anything legal.
Yes,
So you will be required to do your legal matrimony here in the States,
yes,
or you can do it in Peru, but you will have to request then to do that legal portion to the hotel. They can help you with that. But other than that, it's a beautiful ceremony. It's symbolic. It's immersive in the culture, and you'll be really enjoying something completely different to what you have experienced before.
something they will never forget, actually. People
Exactly.
cry. Actually, it's symbolic, but I have presents, some of ceremonies, some people actually cry. They feel it a lot, because at the time you connect with the apus, the mountains there, you feel that really is happening, and you feel really emotional. So it's very, very nice to be doing there in a country that is not yours, no.
Exactly. What is the average age of the customers that visit your hotel, Angie?
Actually, this is a very good question. Our guests are 35 years old and up. The type of guests that we have are more independent travels, friends, couples, actually families that have, mostly now we are focusing on families, because we have activities for kids, as I will show you later. Like, we have the opportunity to go to Machu Picchu with this little pet that we name Alco, and also we have seniors that can, go to Machu Picchu in a bucket list trip. Once in a lifetime. They go in a little group with friends. They go. No, it's very nice
Yeah.
with the significant others. So also female, males, and nationalities, mostly, as I was telling you, are American, Japanese, Canadians. So these kind of people are looking for a transformational trip, a once in a life trip, and also something that will remember for the rest of their time. Or normally it's a bucket list trip, no, that they are looking for.
Yes. And here I would like also to emphasize that this is a great experience for multi-generational travelers, the ones that if you are a couple that are looking to get married in a place like this in Peru, you can go with your grandparents, with your kids, with your nieces, with your cousins, because this hotel specifically receives and caters to all the ages. They have something for each age, so you'll be more than happy with your experience with them. Angie, what kind of traveler will be extremely excited and happy at your hotel?
Well, couples, group of families, and primarily, as I was telling you, people that are seeking comfort, they are still, because our hotel have a very, very personalized service. People that are looking for unique trips and cultural immersion activities that, that authentic, that are, because we are offering that. But also I want to add something. Kids that, want to, get to feel like they are Indiana Jones, that in a trip that, they can take a plane, a train, and then they can arrive into an adventure that they will never forget. They will feel very, very happy at our hotel. As I was telling you, we have an activity at the hotel that it is named uh, a tour with Alco in Machu Picchu. This little pet that this guide have in the hand is a hairless dog that we call Arco, is the pet of our hotel. for kids. We have a Sumaq Kids program, and it's very fun because in by the hand of this pet, the kids will be able to get to know about the story of the Incas, you know,
Yeah.
and the Alco will have a map. He will have some places he wants to go, and they will remember then after, you know, it won't be a boring tour, and they will be able to go with their parents. So it will be an unforgettable trip, you know.
Yes. And what Angie is not saying is that this hotel it's a luxury hotel and
Yes,
has received many rewards from the Conde Nast
yes.
magazine. And it's always award winner hotel, and it's always gonna cater experiences for you that will be unforgettable and that are completely different to what is offered in the area where they are. That it's Aguascalientes or Machu Picchu Pueblo. So their hotel offers immersive in the culture experiences. So that is super important when you're trying to decide what kind of property are you going to choose for your honeymoon or for your destination wedding, if that's what you would like to look at.
Thank you, Rosanna. Yes, we've been in the Conde Nast Reader's Choice Award list for a lot of years, also in the Travel and Leisure top 10 best hotels in South America in 2018. And we just won also in Peru Luxury Best Boutique Hotel this year. And we are very proud because we are an independent hotel. We are family-owned hotel. So we are been working on this in this cultural immersion activity and also to be professional hotel. So we are very happy to be a Peruvian hotel and to be having all these awards.
Yes, it's wonderful. Does the hotel offer meals included with the package, or is that for an extra fee? Angie?
We have at our hotel, we offer half board meal. At the hotel, we offer a buffet breakfast and a la carte dinner. Now, because of COVID, we don't offer buffet breakfast, but we are going to offer a la carte breakfast, but also it's possible to complete the experience with all these adventures of meals that we have at the hotel. Something that I didn't tell you is that we work, we are very engaged with the communities. We work with more than 12 different communities of 40 kilometers in the region. So we have the best products that we work for the food. So mostly farm to table at the hotel for all these tasting menus that we have. We have two tasting menus at the hotel. One that is the romantic dinner, and the other one is the flavor of the Andes that is mostly for friends or for families that want to do a celebration. Also, we can do at the terrace. And we have this activity that is very also cultural immersive activity that is this Pachamanca, that is the opportunity to do this also um, connection with the culture. No, this Pachamanca we do a lot in the houses of Cusco or in the region of the Andes. This a meal we cook into the earth with hot stones. It will be all opportunity to connect you with the culture and also try this special different kind of meats. You know, you put meals, you put meats into the earth, put hot stones, put tubers, put hot stones, and then you put earth, and it's amazing. And then you can have this, you know, plate, you know, full of flavors, and it's a millenary meal, you know, to celebrate. Still, they do in the houses of Cusco. So it's the opportunity incredible, not all
I
in.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. Definitely, if you're in Cusco, I would say you need to try the pachamanca because that's a meal that is so native to the area. Like Angie said, it's cooked with the stones, and you can experience it. It takes so many hours, and it's a lot of procedures to cook all that meal. But you can experience and get with the mingle with the locals that are preparing, and they'll be more than happy to show you how they do it, how they have to reheat first the stones, then they put in a certain way the stones, then the meats, and then the potatoes, and all the things, all the process takes several hours, and you will have the opportunity to mingle with them and to just learn about their culture. It's a fabulous experience, and the meal is absolutely delicious. You are just gonna remember that for the days ahead. I highly recommend to do that.
Yes, and also is I want also to again say that in the part where we are full of lands, and so the people, the work, you can be able to taste it, no, the different kind of potatoes that we have in the region. We have more than 4,000 kind of potatoes, so you can be able to try the tubers, very near of you. So this is a unique experience.
Yes,
Not just I'm telling about our hotel, I'm telling about the country, the region where we are located, no?
yes, yes. What is your favorite activity at the hotel and why, Angie?
Well, though I like a lot to eat, so I could say I like, I like, I would love to say that I enjoy, the tasting menu, I would say, but I love, the, to, the experience that have to say, talk about the tour in Machu Picchu with the shaman. I enjoy a lot this kind of adventure, and I have actually two activities that really love, and I had the opportunity to be part of this. The tour of Machu Picchu with the shaman is one of the adventures that we have in the hotel. I think we are the only hotel that is doing it now. You can be able to go to Machu Picchu with a shaman and archaeological tour guide, go all over Machu Picchu and be part on a unique experience, a person that is talking about the real Machu Picchu archaeologically, and then the mystical part, things that maybe the archaeological guy would maybe don't know, no, and the tour the shaman will connect you with Machu Picchu in another way. So I enjoy it a lot. People take out their shoes, they cry, they hug the shaman, and very strange things could happen, in this energetic place. I enjoy it a lot, this tour. Also, the other favorite one for me is the part where you connect with the earth, with the Pachamama. The Pachamama is the Mother Earth, the the one that gives you food, the nurture. So I love also this adventure because to thank the Pachamama in a place so important as Machu Picchu is incredible. So it's one also very important. I always thank the Pachamama when I arrive in Machu Picchu because it's, I believe is important for me too. All the years I come, I thank her when I come, when I am starting there, I am part of it too. So it's one of my favorite activities there. I have many things too.
Yes, I just want to say that the Pachamama is it's a Quechua word. It means in English the Mother Earth. So the Incas, they have their gods. There was the Inti, it's the sun, and they're the Apus, it's the mountains. So the Incas pay tribute, and it's like bring offerings to the Apus, there is the mountains, and to the Inti that was the sun, and in general to the Mother Earth. So that's what she's referring to with all these ceremonies. It's what a descendant from the Incans is a shaman, and he's gonna be showing you all those ceremonies that the Incas used to do in relation to these things that for them were sacred. Now, another question is looking at immersive experiences in all Cusco, which one would you recommend, Angie?
Well, talking about Cusco, I recommend have a lot of cultural immersion activities. About the hotel too, we have one activity that I like a lot, is this activity that we have that we do in the fields of Manuel. He's an researcher of potatoes. He have more than 300 different varieties of tubers in his fields. He's working over how to defeat anemia in through the pollination of potatoes. So he's crazy. He's very very good. So we send our chef in our metro to cook with his product over, and he's talking about this research he have over more than 10 years. And I love this activity and the opportunity that he have to share something so important at how to defeat anemia, because we have a lot of anemia over the children there, no? So it's for us it's very important is uh, in our gastronomy is very important, and I think is one step farther in gastronomy, no? There, and also he have this beverage that is made of oca, that is one of the tubers, and we have the opportunity to taste them too. Look, all the native potatoes that we have is amazing. I recommend this. One of the cultural immersion that we have. It's around chincheros. We do it at the hotel too. And other thing that I recommend a lot to do is to take a drink of chicha de jora. If you don't do it at the hotel, do it in Cusco, because it's something that you have to do when you first come to Cusco. Because the chicha de jora, you call it the drink of the Incas. The chicha de jora is a fermentation of corn, so you feel it like cerveza, like a beer, because it's fermented. So it's very nice. The flavor is strong, and you have to. The first thing you do in Cusco, you need to go to a quinta, that is a little house where you can eat very very traditional food, and you have to eat traditional food, and you have to drink a glass of chicha de jora, and also try several kind of native potatoes. Also, you don't have to lose all the places we have to go in Cusco, as you, Rosana, can tell me.
Yeah.
We have Vinicunca, we have Sacsayhuamán, we have many places that you have to come to see, this amazing places in Cusco, that you have Maras, you have Moray, and you can connect with culture. And all over these places you can be able to find people, communities, people that work in textiles, that can show their work, so a lot of handcraft work in alpaca, in also people working in their land, people selling the mara salt. So a lot of handwork there that is very very special, no? So I recommend a lot to come to all these places and get into this cultural immersion activity. You will be able to enjoy and get to learn a lot of stuff.
Yes, Cusco is a place that definitely, even if you are not looking for an immersive activity, just by being there, you're gonna be surrounded by all the ancient history and the flavors of Peru and the people of Peru, that just by itself is gonna be a big cultural immersion. But on the top of that, you can choose activities like Angie mentioned that will really give you more knowledge, a deeper knowledge of what is happening. If you choose to learn how to cook a Peruvian dish, then you have an activity for that. If you choose to learn how the vicunas and the alpacas are producing textiles, how people is using them for produce textiles, then you can have an experience about that. So there are so many things that you can do that is just more than visiting the archaeological sites, and you just need to ask me for that.
Yes, I am proud. I'm very proud.
Yeah. Now, Angie, which room category will be the best for a honeymoon couple or for a couple that is celebrating a milestone anniversary?
Well, we have many rooms. We have 62 rooms on our hotel. And as I was telling you, I recommend in our hotel um, the best categories for the couples because these categories, this is the Imperial Suite. It's a 75-meter room. It's a very private room, but very ample room that have jacuzzi, that have river view rooms, perfect for couples because it will be like have their own cava. So for celebration, I recommend this a lot. Also, we have the junior suite, you see, have um, uh, also jacuzzi with the rain shower. We have also, it's not as big as the Imperial Suite, but it's very also comfortable and it's in front of the river. So who don't want to wake up over this, no? So
Yes, it's a
it's
beautiful.
amazing. It's a very, very amazing place.
Yes,
I enjoy a lot. Well, we have also the Sumaq Deluxe room that we have 59 room of them. We have two junior suite and one imperial suite at the hotel. You can be choosing every one. You can maybe choose a riverview room, but all of them are very comfortable room, are very big rooms. But I personally, for honeymooners, I enjoy advising for them to have a bigger room, more like spacious. So I would advise this, that have jacuzzi
yes,
because the other Sumac Deluxe are big and comfortable, but have a bathtub.
yeah,
And these
this,
ones, I sorry, but this one have a jacuzzi.
yes,
That's why.
yes, definitely.
Yes, thank you so much, Rosanna. I really enjoyed this conversation with you. I advise everyone to book through you this destination Peru, and not just because you are doing this interview to me. Is because you are Peruvian. It's important because you know the destination as you are Peruvian. uh, it's important to know the destination to get to leave the destination, and not it's just everyone that eh,
Exactly, because you have the insider knowledge.
understand.
Yes, yes, and I
It's
have great,
important to understand the destination and to live the culture, so
yes,
you can be and getting advice of a person that live and have come is very important, no?
yes, I think so too. I think it's important to have somebody that has an insider's guide, that has been there, that knows the place, knows the little tips and tricks, where to go, where not to go, and it's great being Peruvian born that I have that experience. I have traveled extensively in Peru, and now that I live here in the United States, I can guide you easily on how to navigate Peru. That it's a wonderful country and has so many things to offer you. And
And
I
also, it's important because you speak our languages, you
yes,
have come and you know every part. So
exactly,
I completely advise that you can book through a Peruvian because you can enjoy and get a true experience through that. And more to know about the culture, no? Because you can be able to have the true experience through a Peruvian, no?
yes. Thank you, Angie.
No, thank you for giving the time for me to share our hotel to everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have some more questions? I think that's what how we finished, right? This is I think that's all the
Yes,
questions we had.
it's just me and my
Perfect.
photo, and that's it.
I just would like to say that I work with the best representatives as a tour operators. I like to offer you the ones that are gonna definitely cater the best product for you, and that with whom you're gonna be absolutely happy with their service. So I just highly encourage you to, when you're planning a trip to Peru, don't look at the easiest option that you can find, or the cheapest hotel, because sometimes the cheapest place are not going to be the best ones for you. It, of course, it depends on what kind of experience you're looking for, but if you're looking for something that it's immersive in the culture, that it's provide you with all that you are looking for in terms of transfers, high quality hotels, high quality of tour operators. That's what I offer you. That's my service. Is where I work. I like to offer you the best properties that there is in Peru. And as you see, I team up with the best resorts, with the best hotels, with the best tour operators. So you will receive 100% satisfaction in what you are looking for to have in Peru. And I think with this, we have concluded our presentation. If there is something else that you would like to add, Angie?
No, thank you very much, Rosanna, for giving the time to be curious about our country again, because always there is something new to get to know, and I think you get update every time, and that is important too. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. And just before we finish, I would like to let you know that Peru has received a certification as a safe travel country. So they have met all the criteria in terms of COVID-19. We know that everybody is a little bit nervous about travel in these days, but Peru has opened doors, not only because they want it, but because they received the certification that guarantees the peace of mind for you, that all the tour operators, all the hotels, all the transfer companies are going to be doing everything to protect you, and their level of cleanliness will match all the criteria for American travelers. So you can travel to Peru with the confidence that you are going to be in good hands. And I'll be more than happy to guide you through all of this. Angie is
I
here.
want also to add that in Machu Picchu now is they can enter now the 60% of limited. And I was telling Rosanna that today they open 60% of limited Machu Picchu, and also the kids can enter now to Machu Picchu. So this is important now because now families can come. That is very, very important.
Now that we have the holidays coming for Christmas, maybe you can plan your trip to Peru and enjoy the beautiful beaches in Lima. That is summertime, and then go and spend some time in Machu Picchu. That will be one of the best experiences that you can give to your family. And
Yes,
we are always have great promotions running, so you just make sure to contact us. And if you have any questions about the hotel, make sure to give it to me, and I will make sure to reach to Angie that she, as an owner and general manager of the hotel, will always go above and beyond to make sure their clients are satisfied.
thank you, Rosanna. Thank you
Thank
very much.
thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for attending this presentation, and thank you, Angie, for being here with us.
No, thank you.
Sure to have you.
Bye bye.